Hi everyone, this is Ellen Smile, and there's Poppy. Poppy's sleeping. I know you'd be like, why do that to him? You know what? I'm up all night. I want to show you that now Prince Charming is sleeping, but he had a rough night, and so did I. So what happened last night? This is what happened. The best way that I can put it. Oxygen levels great, and I just went to put him to bed, and I had put the mask on him, and I attached the oxygen to the machine, the condenser, and kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. I got nervous. It was like in the 80s, like 82. Took it off, the mask. I put the regular, the tubes for the oxygen in his nose, and I waited like an hour just to make sure that he was okay, and put the ventilator on again, put the mask on. I took off the tubes for the nose, and again it dropped, and I was getting really nervous. So I wanted to make sure he was stable, so I ended up putting him back on the oxygen condenser, tubes in his nose, and I ended up calling the medical supply place. And the lady last night had told me, well, he might be getting sick, and that's why he can't, has having a problem with the breathing. So I'm like, I said, listen, he's not coughing. There's nothing going on. Is there a problem with the machine? So she said, that she would have someone call tomorrow. So when 8 o'clock came, 8:30, called the company again. And when I had called the company, someone called me back. It was actually the woman who installed Steve's equipment. And she told me that when I have the thing on his nose, to put the mask right on top of that. And sure enough, it was fine. And he was so tired and exhausted, wasn't himself. So I told Jean, and Jean, thought so too, that it would be better just to keep him in the bed. So we fed him in the bed, but we let him sleep till almost like 11. I figured, let me feed him, make sure he gets hydrated, because I didn't want him to get dehydrated. Very, very nervous about that too. I just didn't want to go back to the hospital. So, he was feeling better, looked good. So when Jean was leaving, I figured, let me put this mask on again. And when I put the mask on, I don't know, it was fine. I left the room, and when I came back, he was playing with it. And then again, it went down to like 82. I had to rip it off. And he already had the oxygen on his nose, so that was good. So I was able to stabilize it. He's been good, but he's been sleeping all day, and he's just been telling me that he's very, very tired. My big worry is my husband and the oxygen, and you can see a big difference of him, of how tired he is. He's lethargic. It's like the CO2 is going in the blood again, but I'm trying to keep it, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. He's going to eat his dinner pretty soon, and then I'm going to, take it off, and I'm going to put the mask back on. I'm probably going to leave the oxygen on too with his nose and see what happens. The problem is he can't touch it. So, he woke up before when Jean was here. He's like, I'm exhausted. And he did look exhausted. He was sleeping just now. So you can see that it just really sucks, because I really think this is going to be a constant problem, a day-to-day thing. And it sucks. I hate saying that word. And it really stinks, because when the physical therapist was here, Jean had told me, because I had gone out, that the physical therapist and him held on, and he went to the sink, and he standed for almost 30 seconds, and then he shifted his weight, because you need that shifting for when you're pivoting, because that's what I want him for. I want to be able to shift him back in the wheelchair. But having this episode, I don't know what's going to happen, so a little sad and a little depressed, but I can't do anything. This is what it is every day, and it changes by the hour. You never know. Have a good day, bad day, high and low. But I really try. It's too hot now, but I thought about, like, if he would have woke up this morning, I would have helped Jean. We would have went out, and I would have made sure he went down that ramp, and we went for a walk. But I can't do it. if he's not well. He couldn't even stand up if he wanted to, and he couldn't even. I couldn't even. He would definitely need the Hoyer lift, and the way the oxygen has been going with him, I wouldn't have fooled around with that. I would have waited until another day when he was feeling better. All right, everyone. Happy 4th, and I hope everyone is with their families, barbecuing, watching fireworks, swimming. And if you're alone, don't worry. It's okay. You can do other things. You don't need to do all that. You can watch TV, you can knit, you can diamond paint, you can read a book, and there's so much to do. You talk on the phone with your friends, video chat, and the only thing I tell you is everybody be safe and just be kind. Have a good night. Bye-bye.